What book are you reading?
I am reading A Big Surprise by Oxford University Press.
Okay. It doesn't say who has written it? No. Okay, continue.
Maybe.
It doesn't say. Okay, start.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
The illustrations are by Abdul Gugu.
Oh, well done.
Wow.
Okay. So let's hear you read.
Okay. One morning, Nasieku woke up very early. She had a feeling that something was wrong. She could not tell what. It was very quiet. She slowly got out of bed and went to the sitting room. There was nobody there. Mom! She called out. There was no answer. Dad! She called it. Again, there was no answer. Nasieku went to her parents' room. There was no one. What could Mom be? Nasieku wondered. Then she heard some noise in the kitchen. What must be Mom? She fought and rushed to the kitchen, but she was not there either. There was only Aunt Kadzo. Good morning, Aunt Kadzo. Where are Mom and Dad? Nasieku asked. But they are away, answered her aunt. But today is Saturday. They don't leave early on Saturdays. Nasieku said, that is true. Said Nasieku's aunt. But today they are early. You see, your mother was taken to hospital last night. To hospital? Asked Nasieku. Is she sick? Is Mom sick?
Is Mom sick?
No, she isn't, said her aunt. Don't worry at all. She will be back with us soon. Just wait for Daddy. Just wait for Daddy. He will tell you everything. Nasieku kept quiet, but she still had many questions in her mind. When her father arrived later in the morning, Nasieku ran to meet him. Why is Mom? Why is she in the hospital? She asked. Her mother got a baby boy. His name is Lele.
Lele.
His father, he now have a brother.
Wow. Good news, eh?
Nasieku opened her mouth and eyes wide. She clapped her hands and jumped up and down. What was the best news she had ever heard? Nasieku said she wanted to see her little brother. What?
Would you like to continue reading?
I would.
Sorry.
The following morning, her father took her along to the hospital. However, when we got to the hospital, so Nasieku was in for a surprise. Sorry, I cannot let you in, said the guard at the gate to the wards. Why not? Asked Nasieku. I want to see my little brother. You are not old enough to be let in. So Nasieku's father went into the maternity ward alone.
Maternity. You've done well.
Ward alone. Nasieku was left with the guard at the gate. He was angry with the guard. She thought the guard did not want her to see her little brother. When her brother came back and we left, Nasieku was very sad as she went back home with her father. She kept thinking about her baby brother.
I'm waiting.
Huh?
I'm waiting for the continuation of the story. You're keeping me in suspense.
That night she dreamed about babies. There were babies all over the house. Some were crying and others were laughing. Some were crawling and others were playing. One of the many babies was her brother. He was small and very pretty. Then Asieku saw something terrible. She saw the hospital guard coming quietly into the house. The guard took her baby brother and ran away with him. Nasiko screamed loudly. This woke up her father. He jumped out of his bed and ran to see what was happening. Are you all right, Nasieku? He asked. The guard has stolen my brother, she said, almost in tears. I saw him run away with him. What is he thinking? This is so funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
You're reading all by yourself. I'm waiting to hear.
No, don't worry, Nasieku, said her father. You have been dreaming. Your brother is safe with your mother in hospital. You will bring him home tomorrow. The following day, Nasieku's father went to bring mother and baby home. And Kaza and two women cleaned the house and put beautiful flowers on the table. They prepared porridge, soup, and a lot of tasty food. Nasieku stood at the gate. She wanted to be the first person to see her brother when he arrived. When the father arrived, Nasieku started shouting with joy. My brother, let me see my brother. But when she looked into the car, she did not see any baby. Mother was not there either. Nasieku was disappointed. She had waited all day for her mother and her brother. Tears filled her eyes. Oopsie, sorry. Sorry, Nasieku. What are they? She asked her father. Where are my mother and my brother? Your brother has a bad cold. The doctor says that he has to stay in hospital for 2 more days.
Oh my.
What?
I know.
This time, Nasieku got a different surprise. She saw her mother in the car. She was holding a little baby. Nasieku forgot all about the gate. Mommy, let me see the baby. She said, let me hold him. Let me read for you what the mother said. Let's get into the house first, said her mother. Then you can hold him. Look at her mom. Look at Nasieku's mother.
Yeah. Who is holding the baby? Continue. I've seen.
The brother who got well very quickly, said her father. The doctor allowed them to come today, said her father. The doctor allowed them to come today. Soon the neighbors learned that the baby had come home. Aunt Kaza took the baby and started singing and dancing. The other women joined in. They said many good things about the baby and the mother. When the neighbors left, Nasieku had a good chance to be with the baby. Her mother allowed her to hold the baby. She held him very carefully. Wow. Look at Nasieku.
I can see Nasieku. What is she doing?
Holding the baby.
Holding the baby.
And she's also just there.
Okay.
Wanting to hold the baby. Okay. Her hands are just like... Her hands are like...
Do you like holding babies?
Yeah, if they don't like following me.
When they're too small, they can't follow you. Okay, keep reading. You know, you haven't finished that book.
Okay. The book is one of the stories are going to be
Just continue reading, please.
So let me read. After only a few minutes, the baby started crying, and the mother took him. He changed his clothes and breastfed him.
You remember yesterday you were asking me what is to breastfeed?
Yeah.
What does to breastfeed mean?
To give you somebody no.
True that. And little babies, that's all they take. They don't even drink water, they just take nyonyo. They're just breastfed for 6 good months.
Yeah, but
that's all they take.
If they're just 20 years old, they're just going to be like, whee! Then they wouldn't be taking nyonyo.
Okay, continue.
After only a few minutes, the baby started crying and the mother took him. Oh, you ready? Soon he fell asleep. Naseko put him on the bed. She covered the bed with a mosquito net.
Does your bed have a mosquito net?
Yeah.
What's a mosquito net for?
A mosquito net is a net which protects people from bees and mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Bees? Why bees? You have bees in your room?
No.
Okay.
Bees are always coming to my room and then starting to knock on my door. But then I don't come. Then we just decide to make a hole in my door. Then they come in. Then we try to break my net. Then we find out we can't.
We'll continue then. I really want to hear what happens to Nasieku's brother. What's the brother called? Lele. Okay, continue.
Okay. Nasieku kept on going to look at her little brother as he slept. She did not go out to play. She only wanted to be with her brother. She looked at him closely. He was very small. Later, it was time to bath the baby. The mother had warmed some water and put it in a clean basin. Nasieku touched Lolly's hair. It was very soft.
Yeah.
But actually, his hair is so long. But if I touched his hair, I would have just said, "What? This boy needs a haircut."
Continue.
Okay. It was very soft. The legs looked so tiny and bent. Well, looked so weak that she thought they could break. Nasieku wondered when he would be strong. Lele would be strong and able to walk. She would walk with him everywhere she went, like the other children who had brothers or sisters did.
Wow.
2 months later, Nasieku was no longer excited about the baby.
Why?
She did not like him anymore.
Oh yeah.
Chose to go out and play with the other children instead of being with her brother.
Why?
Nasieku got worried. Nasieku's mother got worried. Why don't you like your brother anymore? She asked Nasieku. Because nobody likes me anymore.
Oh.
Everybody likes Lele. What do you, Nasieku said? Why do you say that, Nasieku? Her mother asked. Everybody has forgotten me. Many people come here to give him presents, but I am never given any. You all only think of Lele.
Oh, poor Nasieku.
She's not poor, she's rich.
It's an expression. Keep going.
It's just because he's a new baby. Her mother explained as she put her hands around Nasieku. You too were given many presents when you were a baby.
Sorry.
Your father and I love you and your both. You and your brother. But you are a big girl and he's a small baby. We love you. We love both of you very much.
Wow.
What was Nasieku thinking even?
It's a good thing she said what she was thinking, because her mommy told her the truth. Continue.
Nasieku's mother went to tell her that the baby had to be held, washed and fed because he was very small.
Yes.
She said that Nasieku is now a big girl who fed and looked after herself very well. As Nasieku listened to all the nice things her mother said about her, she felt big and proud. She promised to help her mother look after Lele. Wow.
Is that the end?
Nope. Just then the little boy woke up. He yawned and stretched his little hands. Nasieku stretched her own hands and held the baby's hand. His fingers held Nasieku's thumb tightly. Nasieku felt so good. The boy kicked his legs and smiled playfully. I'm so happy to have a brother, Nasieku said as she smiled back.
Is that the end?
Yeah, but we have questions.
We have questions. Do you want me to ask you the questions, or do you want to read the questions yourself?
I want to ask the questions.
Then you answer them yourself. And you'll answer them yourself.
No, you ask the questions now.
Okay, let me ask you the questions. How did Nasieku feel when she woke up?
She didn't feel right.
She didn't feel?
Right.
Okay, why didn't she feel right? Okay, where were her mother and father?
In the hospital.
Oh. What was the name of Nasieku's baby brother?
Lele.
Lele. Why did the guard not allow Nasieku into the hospital ward?
Because she was not old enough.
Yes, she wasn't old enough. Why did Nasieku's mother cover the baby's bed with a mosquito net?
Because mosquitoes would have stung him if he wasn't covered with a mosquito net.
Yeah, true. That's true. Why did Nasieku not like her brother anymore?
Because people gave her brother so many presents.
Oh, why did Nasieku feel big and proud?
Because her mother told her very nice things about her.
Did you like that story? Did you enjoy reading it?
Yes.
What did you learn, Washira? What did you learn from that story? Look at the camera. I'm still recording you. What did you learn?
I learned that God loves us very much.
From that story?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good lesson.
Yeah, send it to YouTube.
You want me to send
Please
it?
subscribe.
Thank you for reading for us. Okay? But I'm surprised at your lesson. I feel like there was another lesson in there. Can I tell you what I learned?
What did you learn?
That it's not good not to like somebody.
Why?
Without even asking. Like Nasieku didn't like the brother because she assumed. Don't you think she assumed that people don't like her anymore?
Yeah.
And yet, did people like her? Did her parents like her?
Yeah.
What would she have done differently?
She would have just liked her brother forever and ever and ever and ever and not go out to play.
So if you were Nasieku, what would you have done?
Because if I were Nasieku, I would have just carried the baby out of the car and put him in bed.
If I was Nasieku, let me tell you what I would have done.
What?
If I started feeling bad, like people don't like me, I would have told my mommy.
That would be very bad.
Why?
You're not supposed to do that.
You should do that instead of feeling bad and starting to hate Lele for no apparent reason. You see, I would have just have told mommy. I can't even see your face. You're all over the place. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Subscribe.